Triveni Continental Kings step one more step ahead towards the championship, taking down the Upgrad Mumbai Masters in a topsy-turvy match, but with some convincing results there, winning on 2 boards, losing 1 board, and now the Upgrad Mumbai Masters have to win the next match on demand. The action continues in the very historic Global Chess League. And to continue the celebrations in the studio, we are being joined by the man who made it all possible. In the studio with me, the chairman of Mahindra Group, Mr. Anand Mahindra. Sir, it's such a pleasure to have you here with us.
Pleasure to be here, Tania.
It's such a big day for the chess world, and you had a really fun match. The first thing I want to ask you is, you were following it. Did you have fun watching it?
Even now, I mean, the tension is high right now too. Because everyone's hoping for a tie and a blitz at the end. Maybe we'll get that too.
And how special is this moment for you personally? You've envisioned this whole league, and to see it come to its final moments?
Well, I know you're very young, Tania, but have you ever had a dream that's come true?
Some of them, but still a long way to go.
Well, you know what that feels like. When you see something that's just apparently a figment of your imagination, and then it comes to life in front of you. It's a very special feeling.
And Mr. Mahindra, tell us, what was the motivation and the vision behind creating this Global Chess League?
You know, I wish I could tell you that I sat in a dark room and the light suddenly hit me, and I had an incredible epiphany and vision about chess and transformation. It wasn't like that. If I was to be honest, I was watching the Chess Olympiad in 2020. The story by now has been told a number of times. And I was just watching Samay and Sagar, their teammates, commenting on it, and I tweeted about it, and then they challenged me to start the league. I can't resist challenging. So that's the story of how it began, to be honest.
Has this been all heart?
Isn't that how life should be? Isn't that how life should be? That's because, frankly, the head, I wouldn't say always follows the heart, it has to move in tandem. You do anything without heart, it won't succeed.
Very nice words there. And as the first year unfolds, what has been the big milestone? How do you measure the success of the Global Chess League?
You know, you measure it simply by the excitement. I wish there was some kind of IoT device that could measure excitement. But if you see it, it's palpable here. And it's palpable in Dubai. It's caught up with people. People are pouring in to watch. It's palpable around the world. People have been watching online. And so the measurement, I think, is, are we succeeding in broadening the awareness of this game? Are we pulling more kids away from video games and screens? To me, that's going to be a very important metric, and I think we are.
Yeah, the answer is a resounding yes. We've seen the fans here, we've seen the fans online. And with the chess fever on, has that caught up with you? Did you manage to play some chess during the league yourself?
Not with any of the masters here. I'm not a masochist. Don't enjoy humiliation that much. But I'll be honest, I've been sleeping on games on chess.com on the side. In fact, just an hour before coming. And that's more comforting, and I'm getting better.
That's really good to hear. Mr. Mahindra, there was this tweet by you today morning, and it was a powerful one because it spoke about chess as an individual sport and now as a team sport. Do you think when you bring in that team element, it's more impact, more emotions?
The excitement definitely rises. I think it also contributes to making chess players more aware, more excited, and more collaborative. So it's creating a kind of transformation of the game. I'm not saying the classic version is going to ever be replaced, but like any other sport, if you look at cricket, every format coexists. But I think this is going to be like in cricket and other sports. This is going to probably be the most rapidly growing format of the game.
That's super. And looking ahead, as you mentioned, that's the big dream. How do you believe you can achieve that? And what are the aspirations beyond this first year?
Well, I'm not micromanaging anything, so I'm going to leave it to Jagdish and Samir and the other people who are managing the league to decide, A, how are we going to extend the awareness and absorption and involvement of people in the league and in all its new formats beyond this year. How are we going to get younger people more involved? How do we make this really a bottoms-up kind of movement? Those are the kinds of things I'm sure they're going to be deliberating on. Right now, they want to make a success out of this. We'll all breathe a sigh of relief after it's all over today, and then we can begin working on the future.
So the world can expect a second season.
I didn't say anything about that. When I get that out of the way, you're going to have to find Jagdish. But you know, it's good. Let the people decide, as they say.
Amazing. And the match that we have going on, we've got the Triveni Continental Kings, and both these teams have a comeback story with the league, and that's been incredible to watch.
You know, as people know, Triveni unfortunately had 2 pull-ups. And I was thinking to myself, why does lightning strike twice? But that lightning actually brought the superpower to that those scenes, because both Devon and Sarah, who came in, have done brilliantly for the team. So it's been wonderful.
And as you mentioned, the heavy favorites with Magnus and Vishy, we see these 2 teams being eliminated of the finals. What do you think has contributed to that? Does that just show the strength of the league?
Well, you know, there are many contributors, but that's what I referred to my tweet. What I talked about was that even though some of us may be wistful that we don't have Magnus and Anand in the final, and what a clash of titans that would be, I cannot imagine a better outcome than this, because what it's proved to everybody who might be a future participant, team owner, is that it's not game over when you have a genius on your side. That this is a true team sport. It is about collaboration. Everyone pulling their weight. You couldn't have hoped for a better outcome.
You know, Mr. Mahindra, I hear you talking and I feel like you're a true chess fan. You love the game.
Well, as I said, I'm going to get better at it. Don't challenge me to a game now.
Not just yet.
But maybe one day I will do a match with you at some time.
I'd be scared because, like you said, you're a man who takes on the challenge, and we've seen you do that with the Global Chess League. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your thoughts. So we have the chairman of the Mahindra Group. He's the one who's made this all possible, and we will be back with the final rapid game. Can the upcrowd Mumbai Masters win on demand?